Hello again. Double Talk 73. I just finished the Lucky Spot event. Left in 18th, and then when they posted rankings, I was 19th. So not the last, not the top 10. Didn't get anything, but I had fun. So I figured while I was down here, might as well try to catch some big old gar that are down here. So here's what we're going to be using. We're going to use our bottom rods, a 10-2 heavy chaser, the Ambusher 9500, 025 fluoro 8-ounce sinker, 0.02 monoliter, 7-aught hook, large minnows, and I have all my, whoops, I have all my leaders cut to 24 inches. Okay, that's our setup, and we're going to use a bottom rod. So we're going to go over here. See, we got good night peaks, 3 in a row. So we'll see what we can do. Over here. And you see this little point of land right here? That's where I like to fish from. So we'll go out here and put our rod holder down. I'm going to back up, I guess. Where's my, oh, you know where it is? I had to take it out of here to come down here to fish. So I don't have a rod holder. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here. We're going to go back to just float fishing. Okay. We're going to put this when we float, we put our leader at 18 inches. We use that float. We're going to use a 7-aught hook. Let's get that. 7-aught. Okay. And for bait, we're going to use a large minnow. Okay. So we're ready to go now. So now we can go back out there again. And there we go. Okay. Now, you'll be able to see a little better at night. See my marker out there? That's 75 feet out. And that's where we're going to be aiming at. And if you don't have the marker, see that? See, there's 3 trees, big trees across the other shore. The left side of that tall tree right there to about right in here is where you want to be, because that's where they seem to congregate. So let's go ahead and advance time to 9 p.m. Okay, and you'll be able to see that marker buoy. See there? So I need to be a little bit to my left. So I line my marker buoy up with the side of that tree. Okay. So let's see what we can do. And again, I like to overcast and then come back to it. So let's see what we can do. Now, here's the thing here. The muskie, I like to put it down, zoom, and I put my rod down and a little bit to the right. I don't know. So, works for me. That's what I've done. Whoops, not that far. Messed that cast up. Hit my mouse with my elbow. Excuse me. Dead on the money. Okay, Minner. Get at now. Here we can adjust our bobber or our casting distance because we got a minnow on there. Zoom down to the right of it. Now, because that minnow will get out there and run around, he'll come in, he'll go out, he'll go left, right, in and out when he's doing his job. And that's what we want him to do. So we can adjust our cast distance a couple of feet without hurting anything. He'll get out there where he needs to be. Now all we need to do is for the gar to cooperate. And we've got a nice warm night, a little breeze, 2 mile an hour, 75 mile an hour. I mean, 75 degrees and 77-degree water. So got a good night. So come on, Gar. Let's put a 108 in there. I have a few 108s, but here we go. Get some action. I'd like to show y'all one. I'd like to catch another one. 107, 108. Let's see what we got here. I like to watch them dance. Man, they come up out of the water like a bass. They come up. There you go. Yeah. Dance, Gar, dance. Yes, sir. Dance, Gar, dance. Yeehaw. And when I got my buddies fishing with me over here on the bank, I reel it in to about 16 feet where I don't bring it all the way in, and just hold my rod up and dance it back and forth and cross at them. That's a good start. 94 pounds. Yes, sir, buddy. It's a good start. There was a lady here one day that she fished for nothing. She never put a dime in the game, and that's okay. That's good. But the biggest gar she'd ever caught was 40 pounds. So I showed her this, and she caught a gar that weighed 89 or 91 pounds, somewhere around there. Absolutely thrilled her to death. She just left the game. She took a picture and left the game. They bited. But I missed. That's funny. Ditto. Oops, cap. Sorry. Okay, Gar, come on. And like other fish too, I'll leave it out there for a while, and if I don't get, I see one swimming out there. If I don't get some action, I reel it in and reset. Apparently got 3. Cool. That's awesome. That's also why he's up on the top. Yeah. Now, is this guy complaining or bragging on him? There you go. He is spotted bass master. Okay, he decided not to bite. Okay, we'll bring her in, reset. Now, for every day, I fish with a 20-inch leader, and one of those old timers was catching a pretty good bunch of larger gar, and he said, why don't you try 18 inches? Just see what happens. So I did, and I've been fishing with it ever since. We're going to stay with 74. Come on, minnow, do your job, do your job. There you go, see it moving? Moving back and forth, something chasing it. It's like when you're fishing out of the kayak for regular muskies over there by the lily pads. Ah, missed it. That minnow start moving back and forth, and all of a sudden it'll stop. And when it stops is when that muskie will hit it almost every time. So you know when to be ready. Here we go. Come on. Nail it. Minnow's still running. He could run the other way. Come on. Now, something I've also found out when you're fishing for gar down here, when you catch them, if they go to your right, they're usually larger than if they go left. Usually. There's always exceptions to every rule. And I'll tell y'all, like I told them on that lucky spot video that we just did, I apologize for the glare on my glasses. It's the monitor. I have moved lights around everywhere trying to take care of that glare on my glass, and I apologize. It's just the monitor, and there's nothing I can do about that. My son said, well, just dim the monitor down. And I said, well, if I do that, I won't be able to see what's going on the monitor. He said, well, then just deal with it. I said, okay, yes, sir. Come on, Gar, you didn't want to dance for me? 92, that's another nice trophy. We ain't over 100 yet, but 94 to 92 is nothing to sneeze about. In the first 35 minutes. And one we missed, one I missed. Get some money down here while I'm waiting on midnight, which is roughly an hour from now, to go do the 1x1 in Colorado. Just catch any fish. It's just a number of fish. You catch a 10-pound fish, it counts just as much as a 0.2 pound shiner. It's just one fish. So I never tried that one, so I'll give it a try. Got nothing to lose, a little time, a little sleep. My wife tells me I need to sleep more, and I said, look, when I'm dead, I sleep a long time. I had my own business for a long time, and I traveled a lot. I traveled too much. And I slept an average of about 5 hours a night. I'd go to bed, get up, and take off. Traveling. Go to bed, take up, get up, take off. And my body just got used to it. Now, when I go to bed, I wake up about every 2 hours and have to go relieve my inner anxieties. And no matter when I go to bed, that big old horse dog of mine is going to come wake me up between 5:30 and 6:30 every morning. And he will not be ignored. He's 140 pounds. That's a lot of dog to ignore. He comes beside my bed and he starts breathing like that. And after about 30 seconds or so, if I don't, or maybe a minute, if I don't respond to me, he'll go, oh, oh. He'll do that about 3 times. If I don't respond to him, then I'm laying on my side, grinning or snickering at him. He put his paw up on the bed a couple times, kind of hard. Then I hear that paw hit the floor, and then he'll bark twice. And he's loud. There's no way I can ignore him when he barks. And I say, okay, buddy, let's go outside. I'll take him outside and let him run around the backyard and do his thing. Then he's happy. Then I can go back to sleep. Most of the time. Unless I got something to do, somewhere to go. Mama's to slap and baby's to kiss. Yeah. Come on now. Come on, Gar. Them dar Gar. Make sure my sound's still on. Yeah. I did 2 videos, and I apologize for it. One is the showing you how to catch uni bull trout in Alaska, and the other one is I done forgot. Anyhow, I've got it written down here somewhere where I can redo the videos. Here it is. The Battle of Kinnick. The Battle of Kinnick, I turned my sound off about halfway through the video, but the bull, I don't think I ever turned it on. And I'll remake that video. They're hard to catch, but there's a little trick. It's just really simple. And I used it, and then the next thing I knew, there was a video put up on how to do it. The difference being that person used an 8-foot crank. I use a 3-foot. So I tried his 8-foot and my 3-foot, and they both work about the same. As long as you put them in the same place, work them the same way. Thought it was interesting. But there again, he helped other people. I'm trying to help other people. That's all that matters. You'll hear me say it in every video, I hope. Here come my horse. Learn a little bit. Pass it on. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah. You want to say, look, 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 look. He just won't be ignored. We got him a haircut day before yesterday. That barber, or that groomer, just, boy, skinned him almost. But he didn't get him down to his skin. He left him hair about a half, or his fur about a ½ inch long, which is still too short. I told my wife, I said, from now on I'm gonna buy some clippers and I'll do it myself. If it takes me 4 or 5 days, we'll take care of it. Yeah, he loves to have his neck rubbed and his chest. Yeah, yeah. And this dog is a peanut eater. Boy, he loves cashews. You want a cashew, huh? Well, yes, here, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Here you go. There you go, buddy. Oops, about to miss that fish. Give my dog nuts. Cashews. He loves them cashews. There you go, dance, Gar. That's a pretty nice fish. See how it's taking line? Don't want to come in. That may be another 90-pounder. Yeah, was that good? Was that good? Yeah. Yeah, my buddy. Yeah. Well, one thing I like about this dog, he's a smeller, a sniffer, not a licker. He's a big dog. He lick, it would slobber you up something fierce. But he likes to, come on, fish. That's it. Dance, Guard, dance. There you go, dance for me. There you go. Yes, sir, buddy. Put on a show. What do we got there? 98 pounds. It's the biggest one so far. So you see my system works. My method works. And if you remember it, it'll work for you too. And you can get this rod. I'll show you again here in just a second what the setup is. Let's go ahead and go to 55. Let's get it right dead on it. you can get this set up at a lower level. I did, and I used it a lot. I used it all the way up until I could buy the real heavy bottom rigs. And I've caught, like I said, caught a 108 pound more than once gar here with this rig. So it'll handle big fish. It'll handle any catfish, muskie, uh, Chinook salmon. It'll handle anything in a game until you go to Russia and start catching them 130 pound beluga sturgeon, or the biggest I've caught is 118 pound Wells catfish. I don't know if it'd handle it. It might, but it sure would take a while to get it in. I'm like them pro fishermen down in Florida. I want to hook them and jerk them out of the water. I want to get them in. I can get back out there. It's a little one. So I can get back out there and catch another one. So the bigger rod I can use, the better I can horse them in. But if this is the biggest you can do, this is the biggest you can do. And it's really a pretty good outfit. Let me just bring her in. I'll show it to you now. It's 35 pound matched, and you'll see what I mean. Let me get rid of my camera here so you can see it. Okay, see, we got the Brutus 9'10", Thunderspin 4500. Okay, 11 to 35 pounds, right? 35 pound max drag. I got Floral 022. That's 35 pound line. So that's about as mass as you can get any rig in this game. I don't think it comes any better. And then I used this glowing pair. I like that one. I could see it easy at night. A 7/0 hook and large minnows. And then my leader is set at 18 inches. Okay, that's where we are. Okay, let's get back to fishing. But that rig, you can catch just about anything in the game until you go into Russia. You can catch stuff in the Netherlands and Germany. It's too big for Italy and Czechoslovakia. You have to use smaller stuff there because the fish are smaller and they won't bite anything that big. But it'll handle anything in the United States. It'll handle big drum, 50, 60 pound drum. It'll handle 60 pound sturgeon, 65, 68 pound striped bass. It'll handle them all. So you know if it'll handle a 108 pound gar, it'll handle anything smaller. And a 108 pound gar is the biggest fish that's in the United States part of the game. So as soon as you can, at whatever level you are, if you cannot get the bottom rods, then that's the rig that you want to get. And if you can get a two position rod stand, you can use 2 of these rods. Double your chance of catching fish. Dance, Gar. Come on, dance for me. That's it. That's it. Man, there you go. I like it the way this. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. 102. Anything over 100 is a real, real good fish. Thank you, Gar. That was. See, I got all excited and cast that week. Let's see if anybody said anything. Oh, that's one of my buddies. Making a video of gar. were fishing in Michigan together last night. He was doing okay, and I said, you ought to look at my video about farming catfish in Michigan or fishing just for cash. And he said, okay. And he watched both those videos, and then he came back fishing. He tore them up. I mean, he put me to shame. And he kept saying, thank you, thank you. I said, look, all I can do is show you what, where, when, and how. It's up to you to catch them. And you did. Learn a little bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. So anybody that takes your tips and does better than you makes me feel good. My little old pea-picking heart. And that's about as southern as you can get. That Cook 1971 that was in that Lucky Spot tournament, I think he came in top 10. He's still practicing. He's practicing for the next one. What we got here? We got 472 pounds in an hour and a half. For gar, that's not too bad. See, now if I had a 440 keeper, he had to been full. He'd been over full when I caught that 102. Which means when I get ready to leave, my repair bill would have been not too small. Because these gar, they'll tear up your net. Never tried catching with a stringer, but put them in a stringer. But if you put them in a net, they will tear it up. At least that's what the video game says. I fished here, I don't know, 18, 19 days in a row, just catching gar. Then I go catch uni white crappie, largemouth bass, spot bass. That's what I like to fish for. Every once in a while, flatheads. They don't pay much, but they're fun to catch. And when I left, I had a repair bill of over $65,000. That's a big repair bill. I'm glad I made some money while I was here. Boy, it's going to be a long cast. Well, I wished I could read that. Got 8.4 pounds something. Yeller's yeller. I'll still tell him nice fish. You don't know what it is. Nice fish, I guess. LOL. My understanding is there's more Chinese and Japanese play this game than anybody. And man, they pour the money into it. They really do. That's good for the developers. And if they have fun, good for them. Come on, Minnow, do your thing. The 102, you did your thing. Thank you. Now do some more. See, down here I can be a little greedy. 92, 94, 98, 102. Yeah, I can be greedy. Want more. More bigger fish. More bigger fish. I hadn't fished for gar down here in a pretty good while. So that 102 made me... Oh, you see that tail fin, that dorsal fin? Come up and start chasing that minnow? Yeah, huh? I think that's cool, too. Some of the things the devs have done in this game are little things. Really cool. Like in Russia, if you're fishing down by the trestle, be train come chugging by. It's just that's just to me is cool. And if you're fishing in the Netherlands on the river, a big old cargo ship comes floating, and it takes forever for it to get by. I mean, it's a big boat. Got those overseas containers stacked up on it. And most of the time when I'm there fishing, it runs over my bobber. I don't care. It's digital, but it's just little things like that are so neat. The dragonflies in Michigan, I like them. Some of them are just absolutely beautiful. In Alaska, the moose calling for a mate. Just little things. I'm not hard to please. Yeah, I guess you can tell that. I like a beautiful sunset, a beautiful sunrise. I like to be out in the woods. Used to hunt a lot. I don't anymore, but I just like to be out in the woods. Be out in the woods. When I was hunting, it didn't matter whether I got any game or not. I was out in the woods. That was to me that was that went to the right. And it's going back left. But it went to the right at first. There you caught another whatever it is. I'm guessing that's a, let's see, 9 pound. That could be a largemouth. I don't believe that's a spotted bass. I would guess that would be a largemouth. But anyhow, I just enjoyed being out in the woods. Listen to the birds, crickets, frogs. Just I like being out in the woods. The smells. 77, it's another trophy. Not gonna complain about that. About 6 or 7 more, about one more fish, will fill it. And 11:30, got 30 minutes before that other event starts, and I don't have time to do a whole lot more down here. Oh, excuse me. Actually, it's only 10:30 here. Uh, let's see. Got a message. See who's it from. 19th. That's my buddy. One. Went to the left, didn't it? Now it's going to the right. See, I'll answer anybody. I'm not going to be rude. If you're ever in a game and you come in the room where I'm at, you talk to me. Ask questions. Do I want to keep that one? Yeah, that'll just about fill me up. We'll cast back out there. I don't think we're going to catch any there. They're pretty. Poor man's cast again. They're pretty time conscious. 11 o'clock, they just like just about like turn off switch. Every once in a while, you'll catch one after then, but not too often. Maybe with y'all watching me, we'll get lucky. If we don't try, we'll never know. We'll give it to 11:15. But if nothing happens, good luck, tight lines, catch a bunch of fish, catch some big ones. Come down here and throw your minnow out there in the water and see what you can do. But have fun. God bless you and your family. And I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you'd be so kind to hit that subscribe button down there underneath the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you liked the video, give me a like. If you didn't, give me a dislike. And then a comment. Any comment's better than no comment, positive or negative. And if there's something that you know that I can do to improve my video, if you'll leave that in the comments, and believe me, I read them all. And I listen to people. So one guy said he couldn't hardly hear me. Well, really, he couldn't hardly hear me because I didn't have a microphone on. So I will redo that video. That's the catching the uni bull trout in Alaska. I'll just delete that video and shoot another one and put it up there so that other people can. It's a simple technique, but if you don't know it, you don't know it, and they're very hard to catch. They really are. I caught commons and trophies for a long, long time before I figured out how to catch the uni. And I caught a couple one day just trying something different, and it worked. So I tried it again, and it worked again a little while later. So I thought, well, that's it. So, well, we've got another 4 minutes game time. I don't think I see anything going to happen. I don't see tail or dorsal fins out there. So I guess we'll just close it up. Thanks again for watching. Watch some other videos. Pick up a little tip, something little bitty thing that can make all the difference in whether you catch bigger or more fish. So thanks again. God bless you and your family. And y'all come back now, you hear?